welcome to Trivial. It's your bar trivia night in a podcast. We're covering pop culture, sports, current events, and everything else in the form of trivia questions.
That's right, Josh. Each week we hit you with 5 topics, and here's the catch. None of us know the answers ahead of time.
Not us, not Alan, not our guest, not even you. So we're all in it together. We'll throw out our best guesses, debate a little bit, and probably embarrass ourselves before revealing the correct answer.
And if any of us cheat, they have to go first in the gorilla fight.
The gorilla fight.
Are you following this on Twitter?
No.
The
gorillas eating
debate, now? As of the day that we're recording this, there's this debate going on if 100 guys could take on a single gorilla. And they're like experts weighing in, being like, absolutely not. Like, you every single one of you will die.
No kidding.
And so there's a lot of like,
God. This is how Harambe 2.0 starts. This is
wherever you are.
Yeah. Well,
by the time this airs, we'll probably have like moved like 2 cycles on, and now it'll be like, gorilla abuse is real. It's serious. You guys shouldn't be joking about this. So
this is a
too
soon conversation. Yeah. Well, this week we have a gorilla lover in Jon Pack joining us from Joshua Tree, my tree. Hey, John.
Hey, guys.
John is one of the funniest people on TikTok. I really love the quality over quantity you're putting out, and I know you put a lot of TLC into that comedy. He's got some great characters. I think we're here with Normal John, but Guru Scott may be someone you've seen on the internet a couple times.
Guru Scott.
Yes.
And
John,
there's another pattern that we have going on at every episode. Nice to meet you, John. This is the first time that we're meeting.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah. So,
great to know you, Josh. Nice to meet you. This is the theme so far, Alan?
Yeah. I meet one of Josh's friends, and our very first conversation is just recorded and put out there forever.
Oh, it's beautiful. That's like a podcast theme in itself.
Yeah.
Hey, you're an objective journalist trivia, host here, Alan. You don't have to know and be besties with each of these guests.
And we're at episode 3.
That's true.
Our first remote episode.
Third time's the tragedy.
Do you have friends queued up, though? I think that's only fair.
No, I'm working on making some friends. And then
good.
I'll see if I can get any of them to come on the show.
Yeah, you got to build the relationships first. And
you need a bench. You need a bench if you're going to have a trivia team, right? Because life gets in the way. And if you're doing it every Tuesday night, every Wednesday night, and all of a sudden somebody's got to be out of town, you got to have those people acing the holes to come through.
Life passes you by.
John, what would be your go-to trivia name?
You mean like topically, or in my vicinity?
When you played trivia in the past, what has been a team name you put out there?
Oh my God, I haven't played trivia enough to even remember.
Yeah, John,
I don't know.
What is your relationship to trivia? Tell us. Do you play?
My relationship, I was just telling Josh, the only time I've done trivia was last summer when I was visiting New York, and I did win in a bar filled with 10 people. So it was like minimal competition.
Do you remember where you went?
Yeah, it was like 3 blocks from where Josh lives.
Don't dox me.
We don't know. Oh yeah, that's right. I won't say any more. Here's the thing. I'm great at trivia as long as they ask me questions about things that I know.
Yeah.
So generally, I think I show up. I imagine I would show up at a music trivia thing and just fall flat on my face.
I go to a couple of different movie-themed trivias, and I play with people that have this encyclopedic knowledge of movies. Like, they just comb through the files, anything they've seen, they can just it was directed by this person, I remember this detail. My brain is it's much more like the miscellaneous drawer in a kitchen that has a bunch of I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need this one day. I'll just keep it here. I'm really having to dig through the scramble.
Yeah, you have to untangle the nest first before you.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Dig under the chopsticks in old menus, and
I feel pretty good about my internal IMDb. I got a good recall, but it's definitely got its blind spots.
Anything cinematic, I'm gonna just totally eat shit. Because I'm just so bad at that. That is not my strong suit. I'm excited to fail, by the way, in any direction that you take me. Yeah.
We're failing up
Yeah.
here, and our first question, actually, I think we might be able to handle this because we were just talking about this before we went live. Nathan Fielder, a real
Hey.
trivia, champion with the Rehearsal, came back online last week. He's single-handedly reforming airline safety and saving us. It's pretty amazing. He's
What
so
time is it?
timely. He's
Yeah.
so good at this. So our question is, what is the longest nonstop flight currently flown?
Wow.
Get your
Oh, you
miles
know-
in.
Oh, is it LA to Australia?
I was about to ask if, like, where we think the destination is. I was going to say, like, from somewhere to Australia. Have either of you
Here's
ever
what I
been?
know. I've never been to Australia, but here's what I know. I know that from New York or LA to Japan, that's 13 hours. Australia is like 17 to 20 hours, I believe, from LA.
I flew to India last summer for the first time.
How long was
Yeah.
that flight?
I think it was like 19. It was an 11-hour flight and then another, I want to say, like 8-hour flight.
Australia is obviously a very good guess. I wonder if, like, Japan, where does Japan go? That would be like the literal other side that it still might,
I
is
mean,
there
UK,
there's a
I wouldn't
name-
Mexico City to Japan?
There's a name
Yeah.
for that. Can I?
It would
Well, I guess
be-
I won't Google that now, but there's a name for, I think it's like antipodes or something like that. Cities
the
that,
like
like,
the
if
the
you
polar
went,
opposite. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like
if you
if you went
fall
straight
through
to
the
the-
earth,
yeah.
That's you'll come out.
digging our hole to China.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There could be a Japan to like London flight that is. No, I think they still will go over the Bering Strait. They'll still cut up
Oh yeah, they'll
over
cut over.
Antarctica.
Mm.
What about like
Or-
Paris?
I
Paris
don't
to
think
Sydney.
it's natural. We should be flying in straight lines. Why are they going to the poles? That ain't right.
I agree.
You know,
All right.
One of the last times I was in LA, I had an Uber driver who was a flat earther. He was talking about it, and the craziest part of it to me is that he was a former pilot.
Whoa.
And I was
That's
like,
insane.
like,
like-
how did they get to you?
You've
Wow.
seen the horizon line. You got over the yeah.
Yeah, you
Uh,
looked at this blue marble and you're like, it's an optical illusion.
Yeah,
That
it's a
must be
contact
like
lens
image.
with mountains
Yeah.
that we haven't reached yet.
How do they
Wow.
circle on the to just like restart like it's Severance and you just like blink and you're at the other side or something? Like, the flight takes an average of 18 hours and 40 minutes. So you
Okay.
guys were pretty darn close on the like just the sheer length of it. And
Wait,
Japan
do we have a
not being
guest
right.
locked in before you say this?
You want to lock it?
What are you locking in, Alan?
I say just somewhere to Sydney. I'll let you choose the.
Because it could be Seattle to Sydney. I'm gonna say LAX to Sydney.
I was going New York to Tokyo, and it is JFK to Singapore.
Oh wow!
Mm-hmm.
JFK
Wow.
Singapore.
After all that I told you about Japan, New York to Japan flights, you still held your ground. New York to Tokyo is a 13-hour flight.
Yeah. Well, apparently you got to go extra United States to get to Singapore or something. But
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we're off to a bad start.
it's okay. I mean, that was a rough one. You weren't thinking Crazy Rich Asians. You were
John,
like, we're
yeah.
going the other hemispheres. I mean,
This
come
is
on.
great. This is how I love this. I'm not here to
Thank
win,
you.
guys.
Oh.
I'm here to. I'm here
Did
to.
Josh
This
not
is
tell
this is
you
a
about
unit.
the-
We are together. Team Pack that ass.
We
And-
are on a team, but did
Yeah.
you tell John about all the consequences if we don't get these answers right?
Oh no,
there's
I don't know.
a
anything about
gulag
the
involved. We've discussed, but no, we're gonna have a tournament of champions. We'll tally up who's done the best and invite our top performers back at the end of the season.
I still don't know how we're
Okay,
going to do that,
okay.
but I love the ambition of that
This
idea.
is the beginning of a round robin 64 team interview tourney. Yeah.
Okay.
You're in Group D right now, and let's see if
Oh,
you
boy.
can not fall to relegation because we are 0 for 1. Science question. Scientists have discovered a new color called Olo,
Oh,
which
yes.
can only be seen by firing microdoses of laser pulses into your eyes.
Yeah.
which sounds like how I want to choose my Crayola crayon. What book inspired this discovery? And I'm just going hard, straight Clockwork Orange out the gate.
That's exactly what I was going to guess.
Yeah.
What?
What?
I don't even have an answer for this. What?
What book inspired this study?
Gravity's Rainbow?
I mean,
Not at all.
you know, Josh, like my mind went there too, but it's like, you know, they were holding his eyes open to like force feed a message to him.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else that's like a little bit more direct? Like firing lasers into eyes?
So, either you guys have LASIK?
No.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do.
So, I benefited from 2-for-1 eyeballs, you know, being in my 20s, being like, okay, wait, you're going to give me half price? Great deal. Solve me a whole sense in 10 minutes. I'm in. And the process, I tell everyone, it is amazing. But for the part where they are lasering off, it did feel very much like Clockwork Orange. And like, there's a point where it kind of just feels like it's unscrewing a light bulb and then your just vision yokes out and you are blind. And they are then putting a contact lens basically inside your eye, down a layer, and then they just sew it up. That is the color Olo. What I saw when I didn't have eyes for a second, I feel like is Olo.
You're
What did
claiming
they
you've
say it is?
seen
It's
Olo?
like it's a deep blue green or something
It's like
that.
it's like a turquoise or
Oh.
something.
You guys actually know. Okay. I was going to go with like Yoki Olo, but yeah.
No, it's a vivid.
Who
it's a
dated John
vivid-
Lennon for a while.
Yoko.
Yoki Olo. Yeah.
She's still alive, isn't she?
Yeah, she's still gone.
She's still gone.
She's putting out new vinyl, I'm sure.
Did she
Good
still
for
put
her.
a little
Screams.
candle in her at the what's the name of the place? Not the Delaware.
Dakota.
Dakota.
Mm.
I host trivia. I don't know if you know that, audience. I host trivia once a week in Brooklyn and up in Greenpoint, and this was actually a question. This was one of the questions that I asked.
That she leaves about her leaving a candle, or something else.
No,
That she
about
lives in
the
Dakota?
name of
Okay,
the Dakota. That's
Yeah.
all I know.
Yeah.
Also, where they
Okay,
shot
so-
Rosemary's Baby.
So we got this color, and it's like a vivid neon turquoise green,
Mhm.
and it's created by firing lasers into your eyeballs.
Or snorting mantis shrimp.
Sounds like a Philip K. Dick. book.
Dude,
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, I was
Like,
just gonna say that, like
Mhm.
This is the worst thing about getting older. I just want to say, your trivia game's gonna go way downhill, Alan. As soon as you cross 40, what was that thing called? What was that book?
Is the answer Led Zeppelin again? It's always Led Zeppelin.
It's always
or
Led
whatever
Zeppelin.
the kids are calling it.
Get your lead out.
This is what we
Let's
do when we
see.
don't know the answer. We stall.
All right.
Yeah,
You're
so-
locking in. We had Clockwork. Did you have a Philip K. Dick that you wanted to drop in, or what do you think? I'm going to check this
God.
answer.
Oh,
Does
I'm just
X-Men
gonna,
count
like-
as a book?
I'm gonna grab something out of the blue. I'm just gonna say the Golden Compass.
Okay. Something with like bad CGI with Tom Hanks. Yeah.
No, in the book does describe some sort of like gateway. There's some sort of interesting color stuff in there. So let's do it. Let's find out.
Sure.
Okay. The answer. The Wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. The YA novel of yore.
Is-
Because visitors to the Emerald City were required to wear glasses that made the city greener and grander.
What?
No way.
Mm-hmm.
No fucking
Mhm.
way. Can I swear
you
on this
know?
podcast?
You can
Nice.
fucking do whatever
Wicked.
you
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
duck and
Fuck
want.
yeah. I mean, compared to the other podcasts episodes, are we really running behind here on our?
No. So here's the thing.
Yeah.
We want to kind of ramp up the difficulty. These were not easy, but they're all thinkers, and you learn a little something. Point is Quiz
gonna get
Liz, our research director, is really locked in on trying to stump us.
The Liz
And,
Master.
Okay, cool. Well, this
yeah.
is not easy. So let's keep on going.
You're not wrong. I don't
I
want
was going to
quick,
ask if
easy
either of
Googles.
you have seen Wicked, or like, do you
I
read?
did.
Yeah,
I saw Wicked. I saw Wicked. Did you see Wicked, Alan?
I did. I was just going to say that was the most I learned about Oz was from that, like the movie and then this.
Wicked was that rom-com with Jimmy Fallon and Drew Barrymore, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Boom.
Where
we need sound effects.
where he's a diehard
Go
Red
Sox.
Sox fan.
Noma. Yeah.
What was that movie called?
No, I haven't seen
Summer
Wicked yet, but I'll check it out. It's a plane watch for me when I'm on Singapore to JFK.
Right.
Yeah.
Deal. You got to tell us how it is.
It's good. I have to say, I didn't go in with a negative expectation or anything, but I came out kind of blown away. The finale scene of that movie was very powerful.
I liked
That's all.
I liked that final scene. I was not having a great time the rest of the movie. But that's just me.
So,
Doing it.
fuck it. This is how it always was supposed to be. My ride or die. It's just like 5 a.m. outside of wherever the heck that one Airbnb
By a
was.
pool, smoking a Marlboro Red, talking about Wisconsin. Yeah.
That's how we do it. That was our origin story, and we're gonna actually use that. We're gonna print that part and pick up and just let you know that we've had some technical difficulties and we lost our co-star of Alain. But the show must go on, and hopefully he can pop back in a little bit. And what we were gonna talk about for the next question was that footage of an Aussie twin, two Aussie twins, women? How do you say twimmen? Yes,
Twins.
Footage of Aussie twins are speaking in unison in this new meme, like viral video during an interview, and it's pretty amazing. I know a couple twins. I don't think this is usual behavior. Did you see this video? Did you like what I'm talking about? You know what is going on?
Definitely did, and I don't think it's usual behavior. It is. If it were any other context, it would be haunting.
Yeah, it's so cutesy, and it looks like they must be reading off of but it's not. They are genuinely just in like a sync.
What's crazy too is they're older, so we're catching them at the tail end of a life of this. Like, they're probably three-quarters of the way through a life. That means that people have been experiencing these weird twins who talk almost in unison for ages, and the world is just now learning about them.
In 6th grade, they both raise their hand at the same time and ask a question, or both say R&R at the same time. It's crazy.
R&R.
So, this is not the only interesting way twins have been found to speak together. So the question is, what is cryptophagia? You know Latin. Maybe that could help.
Yeah. It's funny because I know crypto, not the way, but
fear of Bitcoin. Yeah.
Oh, aphasia.
Not a phobia, it's aphasia.
But aphasia is what is it? What is it? It's what does that mean in Latin? What is aphasia? Do you have a guess, Josh? Because I'm just...
Well, crypto sounds like cryptography, which I want to say is a study of language. So maybe it's like that back to the syncing, like they sync their language, like they learn certain maybe they...
I think it's unspoken.
Their learning is in sync, like they learn the same words.
Non-verbal expression is the it's like the best guess. I was going to say ESP, honestly, because that's a classic twin mystery, but no, it's obviously not proven. So that's I would say, I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to say nonverbal expression. I don't think that's right, but it's my best guess.
Well, this is a tough one. And, I've not been on WebMD for this. So the answer is the development of a new shared language between young twins, often using unique sounds, cooing, words, and syntax. And this is estimated to occur in 30 to 50% of twins. So
wow,
not bad.
Do they maintain that language? I'm so curious if they maintain that language for the rest of their lives.
Quizliz didn't give that much context, but I have to assume that it's more like they're just probably so close together and started with the exact same copy paste job of genes that
Yeah.
they more so than uh, babies that stuck at kindergarten, have like, yeah, same language. I don't know. I usually like to cheers my pal Alan here, but this is our shots round.
All right.
Cheers to you,
I
here.
got my jug of water right here.
Fire up. Okay, getting your
What
64
are you
ounces
drinking? Are
in or
you drinking
whatever.
a whiskey? Are you a bourbon man?
I made myself a little mezcal Negroni here,
Nice. A
and
mezcal Negroni.
I subbed the Campari for a different like Amaro.
What
Amaros
Amaro?
are really popular these days. I feel like people like little
I'm a big Amaro
aperitif
fan.
going
I'm a
going
big
hard.
Amaro fan. If I remember
Yeah.
correctly, didn't you have like a Montenegro in
I
your
do have
cabinet?
I do have a Montenegro in my cabinet. I am a big fan, specifically for the shots round, of an M&M, which is Montenegro and mezcal. It's a good bartender kind of
Nice,
like,
nice.
like it went from like
Mm.
Grand Marnier to Fernet to like whatever is like feeling the most dirtbag elegant thing to like rip around
Her
of, and
anything with Fernet is
yeah,
so perfectly on the line of dirtbag high taste,
swanky
right?
dive. Just
It's
give me,
so highbrow,
like.
lowbrow.
I
You
think
know
that's
why?
what
Because
Chaperone's
Fernet,
going for purely is like the M&M
yeah,
shot. Yeah.
I do think Fernet has a highbrow lowbrow because it's the drink of choice for these uh grimy drug addict chefs who
Hmm.
and the staff. But
Yep.
our local bartender loves a Ferrari that's a Fernet and Campari. It's a
Mm.
nice shot. Nice. I think.
Sounds angry, but I respect that. Yeah. Well, the shots round typically in trivia, like IRL bar trivia, is that it's your chance to shout out an answer and you will win a prize. And so for our shots round, audiences actually answer this question in the comments. And if they're right, they just might win something good. And this time around, we have Spread the Love Peanut Butter, a year's supply of nut butter. That's real. Yeah.
Wow.
And it's all natural. It's good stuff. It's a family brand, small business, in particular too. I got beef with Justin and Big Skippy. I say spread the love. And last week's question was about allergies, which is why Alan and his computer had to log off because they just got too severe. But how much did U.S. households spend on allergy medication in 2024? And the answer was, of course, oh, so many zeros. Is that $17 billion, 185 million, $297,920? That is
That's the
the
number? That's it?
guess. Yeah, I don't
That,
think anyone got it exactly. So try again. Closest to, I think. We'll go Price is Right rules on that one. Uh
wow.
yeah. And so the question this time around is that Shein and Temu are Chinese cheaper than Amazon sites, and they've had to raise prices in response to the changes in increased tariffs and the end of exemptions for certain lower price shipments. So, what was the percentage change in price for an acrylic 3-tier ladder display stand from Shein?
Am I
I
supposed to blurt
mean,
out an answer? Am I supposed to
it's
blurt out
like,
an answer?
what was the percent change in eggs? Like, everybody has a 3-tier acrylic ladder display. You know what it is? I think
Three-tier
it's
acrylic ladder display. No, I don't have the slightest clue what that is.
sounds like the least appetizing thing on the menu. You do not order that,
Yeah.
but
No.
um,
Well, we'll take the
it's
seafood tower. Well, I'll take the three-tier acrylic ladder display.
yes, the ladder
Is that what you're
display.
going for?
Yes, little bonbons on each level. Um,
Beautiful.
yes. Well, anyway, you drop your best guess in the comments, and it's between 1 and 100%. So people got a chance, and they just might win something. Win some Spread the Love peanut butter. So that leads us into the food news, which is what city home to the largest number of museums in the Americas, will be home to the first Chipotle location in Latin America. As an authentic Latin cuisine that Chipotle is, which I love. I do love.
Did you get
So
a
what
hint about the
city?
city, though? It's just
Yes, what
what city
city?
in Latin America?
Home to the
Okay.
largest number of museums in the Americas.
Oh, okay.
Which makes me lean Mexico City, right?
I was gonna say Mexico City. It's
Yeah,
either Mexico City
CDMX.
or it's Buenos Aires. But Mexico City makes the most sense because it's close to the US, so sourcing is gonna be Mexico City.
Okay. I think that's the obvious one, and I think we Quizliz is being nice to us. It is, in fact, Mexico City. Okay.
Thank God.
We're on the board. We got something.
We're on the board.
Whew. Well earned. Well earned.
Nicely done. Nicely done, everybody.
Cheers to us all.
Cheers to that.
And the follow-up one I think is fun is, what American fast food chain is the most popular in Ecuador?
What American fast food chain is the most popular in Ecuador? Is this number 5? Is this just like a little tag?
This was just a little bonus because we got that one so quick.
What's the most popular fast food chain in Ecuador?
Yeah. Maybe it's Whataburger. Maybe it's like some obscure one. But, obviously, easy guess would go lean McDonald's. Though I'm hard on Wendy's in my life. But I actually think it could be something funny like
Jack in the Box.
I was gonna say like Popeyes, where it's just like,
yeah,
we need that American fried chicken.
I'm gonna say Popeyes for the fun of it. Let's just commit. Let's commit.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
No way, you very close.
We were.
I mean, we should have known that because
they go harder international for sure.
They're real colonizers. Yeah, they really set their tendrils out to the rest of America or to the rest of the world. It's funny because it's not very popular here anymore, but when I was growing up, we used to eat it all the time.
Absolutely, you get a bucket and that's all you need, and then they had like the popcorn chicken invention. That was wild. All right, we got a current events question, and it's this week, which marks the first 100 days of Trump's second term, which is a benchmark used to judge the early success of a presidency. DJT recorded the lowest approval rating in the first 100 days for any president in the last 8 decades, which is not great. It was a busy, busy term, but the question with it would be, what president made the use of this benchmark popular?
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm just going to say LBJ for some reason.
Yeah, he's like, this is going really good so far, guys. You should check it out. It's been like 100 days, and we have a country still. Okay, guys.
It definitely predates
countrymen.
It could be Reagan. It definitely predates. It definitely goes back past the 90s. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly.
I want to go with like Nixon because you have to have got this data, but I don't think it was like 80 years ago that the first time it came out, they're like, this is great. I think they just started tracking for a while, and then you're like, okay, yeah, I'm crushing. So
I would support Nixon only because he was the type of piece of shit that was like looking for anything to prop up and build propaganda around his success. Yeah.
I am totally fire right now. 100 days. Gosh, you were close with the LBJ. We should have gotten other acronyms.
Dwight Eisenhower?
Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Oh, you know what? We really should have known that because it really would have been a president that walked in during a dire time that was trying to broadcast to the American public that things
are coming back.
Things were improving. Yeah. We should have known.
The way we like to close these guys out is with a little bit of your zone of expertise. We do them pretty fast because I don't expect anyone else listening to know because, you could say rocket scientist and what have you. But this actually could be a fun one, which is you spent too much time on the internet before there were iPhones. So this is about OG internet memes.
Okay. By the
Are
way,
you
there's a
prepared?
window where if it's before a window, I'm dust, and if it's I'm like smoked, and if it's in this window, if it's in the right window, I
Yeah, yeah,
might
yeah.
have this. Let's
It's
do it.
like
Let's get into it.
pre-Vines. We're talking,
Yeah.
I think OG internet memes to me is not like pets.com internet. It's more
No,
the
it's
invent of
lolcats.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I think
Yeah.
it's like 2005 to 2012.
Yeah. You want 4:3 video grainy, like
Yeah. Let's see.
uncut.
I'm curious to find out how savvy I actually am with this, and I'll
Now
explain why after. All right.
now were you a fan of Zapatos or Pluie de Chocolat? Like what was your fave OG meme back then? Charlie Bit Me? Where are we?
Oh, okay. Uh, that's a tough one because I was if I wanted to feel better, this is so millennial. If I wanted to change my mood for the better, I would go to icanhascheeseburger.com and I would scroll through lolcats and it would just murder me. But in terms of like big meme moments, I really there's stuff that wasn't overtly funny but was fascinating that I'll never forget. The monkey, the IKEA monkey. Like can't can't forget the IKEA monkey. This
Mm.
little monkey that you got to look up a photo of it. This guy
No,
brought
I don't
that
remember.
monkey to IKEA, a little monkey that was wearing a perfectly tailored winter coat, and the monkey sort of like got loose, and there's all these photos of the monkey like staring longingly out the IKEA window in this perfectly tailored suit. Went super viral. It was the talk of the town. It was the talk of the world. Back when the internet was still monoculture, it was a
Yeah.
pretty special time. Uh,
Ugh.
Love shit my dad says. Thought that was
Mhm.
gold. Um,
Well, yeah, I remember meeting like Mr. Chuck Norris jokes and other things. Like there was like some things that just were ubiquitous. That was the beauty of
yeah,
it. That we were
yeah.
all working off the same like knowledge
Yes.
base, water cooler. Like check this. Oh, you haven't seen this yet? Ugh.
Yes.
Uh,
The internet was as much a universal conversation in an age bracket, but it was as relevant as asking, "Hey, did you see The Simpsons last night?"
yeah.
Or did you see it
Quote a
right?
Will Ferrell movie. Yeah.
Right,
So
exactly.
lightning round
Okay.
after memory lane because we could go on for a while here.
Yeah, we could. All right, let's do this.
Dancing Baby, the OG
Oh
viral
yeah,
video.
yeah.
Why was
Uh-huh.
that animation created?
Oh my God. Believe it was for it was for a commercial of some kind. Um, in
Well,
like
I know
1990.
this, or
You
I think I
do?
do. But I remember it from Ally McBeal, which was a Fox show, Callista Flockhart and
Right.
Robert Downey Jr. as of season 4. Why do I know that?
You're
He was
right.
coming back
Right.
off of rehab. But the Dancing Baby was like showed up maybe like the end of the season 1 because maybe that's exactly when they got the technology. Um, yeah,
Why did they use it? What was the purpose of it? Was it like what was it a joke inside the show?
I think she was having hallucinations or something, probably because she wasn't eating because she's
Oh,
very,
you're
very
right.
skinny.
It was
Yeah.
Ally McBeal. It was 1998, I think, or 99.
No, it's
No?
wrong.
Really?
It was a prototype example for the new animation software package Unreal.
Fascinating. What
Unreal
year was
Engine. I'm gonna go, well, it doesn't say that, but like
96,
99, 90,
97?
yeah,
90.
probably
Okay.
you're right earlier. But yeah, Unreal Engine actually makes sense because every great video game has been built off of this thing. It's just stacking
Is that
up.
right? Unreal Engine
Yeah.
ended up being the platform for building video games? Like
Um,
of course.
Unreal Tournament was the like big game that like kind of was a flop, but like the mechanics of the programming was so good that yeah, so like game itself, it's not like oh the Call of Duty. Maybe that's the same thing. Unreal. I don't know. What was the actual name of Grumpy Cat? Name that grump.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
Tartar sauce.
Yeah. All right. Wow, Grumpy
Uh
Cat. I forgot Grumpy Cat.
Troll face is considered one of the original meme faces. What was used to create the original image?
I don't know what troll face is.
You know, like the trolling, like black and white, like face.
Oh. Mm.
Yeah.
And what was used as a
What
reference?
was used to create the original image? Yeah.
Was you, dude, fuck if I know.
Microsoft Paint.
I should have just guessed that. Okay, because it's all pixely. All right, let's keep on going.
Okay. It's not. It's about the journey. What
Yeah, it is about
was
the friends
the
we made along the
name?
way.
Yeah. Well, the friends we lost along the way too. Sorry, Alan and Absentia here. What is the name of the band that released Peanut Butter Jelly Time?
Dude,
You have this deep down
you think I do?
in your
Uh,
cache that you cleared.
oh God, I want to say Green Jelly, which was a real band in the late '90s, but that was kind of like a humorous, insane band. These are
It
deep
was
cuts, dude. Liz is ruthless.
Liz is good. I know. Yeah, I
Who
gotta
was it?
tell her to give like a little. Oh, the band that released Peanut Butter Jelly Time was the Buckwheat Boys.
That
Boys
is
with a Z, of course.
insane. I
Yeah.
didn't know. See, I can't be
Peanut
asked to
Butter
remember
Jelly
things that I
Time.
never knew. I can't be asked to remember things I never knew.
You
That's
100% watched it, and when you clicked it, it was right
I
there,
bet.
the answer right in front of you. Buckwheat
Peanut
Boys.
butter jelly
The
time.
easiest question. You should have had it. But I want
All
to
right.
let you know that you're a winner in my eyes, and that is the show. I could redeem you with like a real easy alley-oop of a question.
No, I don't need it. I don't. You know
You
what?
got
My
it.
ego's not wounded. I came in here to have
Mhm.
fun, and and in that sense, I walked away a winner.
I love that. Well, Jon, is there anything that you'd like to plug as international funny man? What are you working on?
I would just say, hey, follow me on Instagram, and that's where you'll learn about all the new projects. I am working on a gift book that will launch in about a month and a half or two. That is, I'm so excited to share with the world, and all related videos and news about that will be on socials. So at Jon Pack on Instagram.
Thank you, at Jon Pack. This is a show. Thanks for watching Trivial. Again, you can win something if you answer our shots round, so check that out. And spread the word, spread the love.
Woo! Thanks, dude. Thanks, everybody.